So when I lived in Edinburgh, they had a really good like kind of national pastime of killing witches in Scotland. And if you go up to the Castle Esplanade, there's this placard that says, right over here, they burned lots of witches, but in retrospect, a lot of them were good witches, and we apologize for killing them. And I'm like, what are you talking about? None of them were witches. And it was from like 1990. Like they were still like kind of
still apologizing for killing the wrong ones.
I'd go back. I would be curious to get into the mindset because like you brought up cameras a minute ago. I do think like we are kind of for good and for ill living in this panopticon moment where I don't think we quite realize how different it would have been 150 years ago, where if you were at a bar or a restaurant and you just shouted something, it would never affect anything.
Nothing.
You could just be a complete and nothing would happen. That was your wife's very kind to me. I'm on camera all the time.
That would never
You
be
never
you.
you didn't go to the pub with him in Edinburgh.
If the grid goes down, I'm like hitting people with rakes and stuff. Like
exactly.
The thing that freaks me out is, do you have like an Amazon Alexa or a Siri or anything like that?
I got them all.
I'm a nice guy, and I watch these period films where like some British lord is like, "How dare you bring me port at this hour? You stupid!" And then I throw something, and I'll be like, "I would never say that." And then I'll get home and be like, "Alexa, play Electric Light Orchestra." "No, not that one, you stupid robot." And I'll just like yell at her, and I'm like, oh, apparently I'm an evil person when I don't have any pushback on me.
Play ELO.
That's every day I enter my apartment by flinging the door open and saying, "Play ELO." Yeah, that is exactly how I do it.
What, Jade? What were you going to say?
I don't remember.
You don't remember. If y'all could travel back in time, where would you go? Where would you go? What would you do? Just to be an observer, not change it, but just be an observer.
I'd go back to, when Jesus be born.
Okay.
So then I could come back and be like, see, told you.
Lutheranism for the win. He told me Luther's all about it.
Well, I don't want to go down that trail because that could be a fun conversation to get interesting.
Can I give you my best party question?
Come on.
I'm going to kick this to you. If you could shoot out a different liquid from every finger on your hand, you got 5 liquids you can shoot out.
You're crazy, Heaton.
This is
Something's off with
this
Andrew
is why
Heaton.
I love this question.
Because
huh?
I can't believe you're not married.
I can't. I'm such a good conversationalist. How is this not happening? Random hot girl in the corner. Chad, I'm going to have more whiskey.
Well, I can tell you what would shoot out of this finger. Happy juice. Yeah.
I'll tell you why this is a great question, though.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, this is a good question. Because I feel like so much of the time we go on autopilot when you meet people. Because like if you feel like most people that are bad at remembering names, it's like, hey, what's your name, Bob? I don't care. I'm moving on with my life, right? Because you're moving.
Label box shelf.
You're an autopilot, right? Same thing. Like, I don't really like asking people what they do for a living anymore because if they're excited, I'm excited. I like when people are stoked about things. But if they're like, well, I'm a mid-level accountant, they're like, I don't care. Let's move on. So I'm like, okay, like we think about ghosts. Let's talk about ghosts, buddy. Right? Yeah. So the 5 fingers thing, people like they get this bug-eyed look, and then if they if they'll join me on it, I'm like, well, now we're going to have a real conversation. I'm going to see how your brain works for a couple of minutes.